The low shoulder release, the easiest way to slot your downswing and the easiest way to create effortless speed and power. Two simple moves that are helping golfers change their ball striking immediately. We're looking at some of the best drills and feels that you've ever seen.
So guys, the driver zone, the line down from the shoulder, landing between the knee and the ankle, getting these fingers to work, finding this position where the great players are. The closer you get, regardless of your age, the closer you get to this, the better you're going to hit the golf ball.
Here we see the proven checkpoint of the PGA Tour player hitting a driver. When the trail arm is parallel to the ground, a line drawn straight down from the shoulder lands between the knee and the ankle, about 8 inches behind the golf ball. The 3 fingers of the lead hand visible here, the perfect hand motion. This is the essence of the low shoulder release. Every great player gets into the exact same position. And the good news is, the closer you get to this, the better you hit the golf ball. All right, coming up in about 30 seconds, I've got some unbelievable feels and drills, but a question first. Are you a left hand on top player like the amateurs you see here? Or have you been working on your release? Leave a comment underneath, guys. Like each week, everyone who leaves a comment goes directly into a draw for a free online lesson. You can check the comments below for last week's winner.
So people, let's take a moment to understand this position where every great player is and has been over the years so that you can get a better understanding of what you need to do with your golf. 1, 2, 3 fingers here of the glove hand when the shaft is parallel to the ground. We're generally seeing big angles come down. Major checkpoint here is when your chin is directly over the logo. We've got a right angle, shaft lean, and then rotation. Now, amateur golfers, they don't have the rotation in the hands and the fingers, and the glove hand's always on top. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, and we'll see them flipping. What happens to an amateur when they create the correct amount of hand and wrist rotation? They hit it left. They hook it. They hit it left, and then they believe it's wrong, so they go back to their style, never changing, always doing the same thing and going around in circles. The hook is a good sign. Why is that? Because then you can start to add in the characteristics like more shaft lean, a bigger angle to neutralize that. For example, if I have the perfect release here, 3 fingers showing, I've generally got the toe over the heel here. If I've got that position here and I flip it, I'll hit it left. If I see that angle coming down, see how I flipped it? If I pull down now on the grip, I get this grip to come in deeper. I like to say deeper. That will neutralize the club face. Watch the club face. Okay, so you can see how that's moving. I pull the hands back. This part's interesting. Close the club face, get some shaft lean. Okay, see what's happening here. So the thing is, guys, when you actually do rotate and you hit it left, you're standing at the front door. It's just about to let you in. So this way we can start to get the club to swoosh out in front. This way we can pull down on the grip. Then you can get your hips to move faster as well. This is what we're going to do. We're going to store up some big angles here. Have a look at this drill here. And I've shown people this for quite some time. Right wrist moving into this flex position. Left wrist into this extended one. And this is a wonderful way for people to learn to also rotate but release it a little bit under. There's a combination of rotation. Then you've got right wrist flexion, left wrist extension, and we can combine the two. Now let's have a look at this for a second here. Moving through the golf ball, right arm parallel to the ground. Around about right arm parallel to the ground here. Knees closed up. You can see where the grip's pointing down, almost like it's an extension of my right leg here. Now, from this side, what we're doing is we're getting this type of look.
So guys, we're not rolling the club viciously over. There's a combination of right wrist flexion. See the picture on the left, left wrist extension here. And it's this combination that frees up the release and enables players to really create much more lag and a much better angle coming down. I think we can see it from this angle here. I filmed a professional golfer from a ladder actually filming down. You can see that movement just by imitating these movements and understanding what the hands and the wrists are doing. The greatest way to be able to pick up your angles and create effortless speed and effortless power. So guys, I have my complete free video series in the description box underneath, no strings attached.
We're going to feel like these wrists touch, like they're moving under, a la Adam Scott. Looking at Victor Hovland, Nelly Korda. You know, we've seen it with Hogan through the golf ball. DeChambeau's been talking about this for a couple of years now, and we've seen it with great players like Garcia as well. Wonderful way to move freely through the golf ball. What we can do, get yourself into the position, right wrist flexion, left wrist extension, just stay there for 5 seconds or so, right? Just get a feel of where that is. Come back, really keep it nice and loose, and then wind it up, and then move through the golf ball. I'm really flushed, that one. And it's effortless speed and power moving through the golf ball, closing up the gap of your knees. High left shoulder, seeing a large part of this arm. We're getting this right wrist flex, this left wrist extended, capturing feels, looking down at your hands and wrists. You can apply lots of little practice swings. Wind it up and release it past the golf ball here, guys. We're going to release it here past the golf ball, and we're not releasing it back here. It's not flipping, and we're not taking the hands out of it. Everyone believing that somehow you'll be more consistent if you take the hands out of it. How did that ever get famous? My God. So guys, getting this right wrist to move, it's the hack motion of using the trail wrist. Is how good is this, right? It's so good, this thing. But moving into the position, if we lose these positions, we start to get these chicken wings. You start to get stiff release patterns here. This movement through, what you can do is you can set it up. When you hit a shot, you can play it back and have a look at the truth, right? Where your wrist positions were. Now, moving through the golf ball, when we're freeing up the release, and we're getting around minus 30 degrees here in this trail wrist into a flexed position here, understanding your wrist angles, getting a 45 degree angle coming down and moving it into a minus 30 degree through the golf ball, you're getting your highest point of speed at impact. This is the best training aid I've ever seen in my life. Hack motion, get in the description box underneath, get your discount code. This thing does absolutely everything. So guys, have a look at this for a drill. Get a golf club, pop it on the outside of your right foot. Now when you're bringing your hands in, the hands come in deep. Now that logo is just about under my chin there, right? As I'm moving, I'm going to get the thumb to point at the ball. And when the club's parallel to the ground here, I want the thumb to point to the target. So in this direction here, in deep, thumb points to the ball. And through here, we're going to get that thumb to point at the target. Now this lead hand can move into extension. This right wrist can move into this flex position. This adds in a little bit of rotation here. Also helps keep this lead arm up. We don't want to roll it all over here. We want to be able to release this a little bit underneath.
Now, before we take you on a part 2 of this video, some incredible drills and feels coming up. This is one of the most important checkpoints. How much of the lead arm, the left arm, do you see when the arms are parallel to the ground? Have a look at Adam Scott here. Have a look at Scotty Scheffler. We see the 3 fingers here. Look where that line that goes down from the shoulder, but we're seeing a large part of the left arm. Now, if you can copy this, stand in front of a mirror, rotate your fingers, but see a large part of that lead arm, guys, you're in the zone, right? Now we see the amateurs turning a lot more level, and we can see where that shoulder, that line is pointing down. Such an important checkpoint.
So get a feel for this, and you can get some really great snap here. And just, you can use a golf club as well. Pop the hand in here, swing back, and just stop and see if that thumb points, like the speed that you create and the feeling of this right side staying back and these hands crossing over. And you can hear that snap, can't you? You can hear that speed as we bring the hands in deep, thumb to the ball, thumb to the target.
If you're interested in golf schools in Europe or the US, reach out to me at craig@worldclassgolf.com. I'll be in Orlando, Florida in March 2026, working with renowned biomechanics specialist Dr. Robert Neal and YouTube star and unbelievable coach Eric Cagorno. It's absolutely remarkable when we look at the averages of the world's best ball strikers. Look at the hands, look at the wrists, look at the line down from the shoulder. This is why I keep saying the closer we get to this, the better we hit the golf ball. Now, this is the second move, and the feedback has been absolutely mind-blowing over the last couple of months. This unhinging effect. Just watch this for a minute. I'm going to take you on to some unbelievable drills here. It's really worth it, especially for the aging players. You guys, the chance to pick up your speed here is just, this is insane. Now, the end of the grip pointed to the target before the hands get behind the head. Now that lead wrist is cupped or extended. You can see that. It's almost like they're pulling down on the thumb. Now what this enables you to do, and I don't expect you to swing like Fred Couples, but I expect you to hit the ball further and improve your hand and wrist motion regardless of your age. And this is why Fred Couples has been such a great senior player, because of his hands and his wrists. And this move is just blowing people away. Now, this is most likely affecting you, as it's affecting over 95% of amateur players. Once the amateur understands how the wrists move, there's a couple of basic feels and some moves that they can use to really improve their ball striking. And this is part of a series that we put together on WorldClassGolf.com called The Move of Millions.
So reconnecting to your power source. How good is this move? How good is this position here? Reconnecting, so you're closing out. If you reconnect, you're going to store up a huge angle. That angle is a massive amount of speed. The wider your arm is here, the further away it is from your side. It's a power leak. You flip, you stand up, there's your speed. If you pull down on the grip, there's an important checkpoint here. When you release this club past your body, the end of the grip points to the target, you're unhinging. The end of the grip points to the target before your hands get behind your head. Now, if you store up, right, if you reconnect, if you store up this huge angle here, if you're coming, you've got like so much speed there, right? But I've got to learn to unhinge that. So when I get into impact, it starts, and then there we go. That's as simple. It doesn't look that hard, but to unhinge this on this side, to create the pulling effect on this side, we're storing up the angles and letting it go. Around 70% of your speed comes from your hands and your wrists. Guys, don't take your hands and wrists out of your swing. Learn to get them into your swing. Learn to get that fluidity of motion, get that timing, storing up. This is a great way to store up huge angles. This is one of the best. This connect and unhinge drill. It's awesome.
So guys, if you want me to be your coach, this is what you'll get. You'll get a side-by-side example, this exact same software with your swing on the screen. Just film it with your cell phone, your mobile phone, and send it through to me. And you get a video link, and I'll go through your swing for about 20 minutes showing you all the positions, all the areas where you are, and what you currently need to fix at the moment to take your golf to the next level, especially with senior players, helping really so many people from around the world. I've taught so many tour professionals, intermediate players, and you have unlimited contact with me, and you can analyze absolutely everything from pitching to bunkers, even putting, drivers, full swing, and the communication, the personal support. You'll have all your questions answered. Reach out to me there at craig@worldclassgolf.com, and I'll get you playing the best golf you've ever played.
Voted Best Swing Analysis and Best Online Instruction by several independent surveys, World Class Golf Instruction is transforming thousands of golfers at every skill level. Do not miss out. This video platform has over 1,400 videos and 85 separate masterclass series. The most structured and detailed video platform ever created, improving golfers on average between 4 and 11 shots. Join the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction. This is golf instruction that you've never seen before. The proven PGA corridors, factual evidence-based material. Unleash your true potential with the cutting-edge swing analysis technology. Experience the thrill of progress with the state-of-the-art practice programs and specialized golf fitness plans. Best information available.